Cowabunga, dude. If I say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what's the first food that pops into your head? It's pizza, right? A cheesy, pepperoni-loaded pizza, fresh from a New York sewer grate. We've seen them devour countless slices, arguing over toppings like maniacs. It's as iconic as their colored masks. But what if I told you this entire pizza obsession was a lie? That's right. Go back to the original source material, the gritty, black and white comic books created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird in 1984. Leaf through those early pages. You'll find plenty of ninja action, battles with the Foot Clan, and Master Splinter's wisdom, but you know what you won't find. Not a single slice of pizza, not one mention. In their original incarnation, the Turtles didn't have a favorite food. They just ate whatever they could get their hands on, like, regular turtles and teenagers. So where did the pizza come from? It was a genius marketing move for the 1987 animated series. The show's creators wanted to make these mutant reptiles more relatable and appealing to a younger audience. What do kids in the 80s love more than anything? Cartoons and pizza. It was the perfect combination. They decided to make the Turtles absolutely bonkers for pizza. And it worked better than they could have ever imagined. Suddenly, these weren't just crime-fighting ninjas. They were a group of goofy brothers who would do anything for a cheesy slice. This small change in their diet completely transformed their personalities, making them the fun-loving, cowabunga shouting heroes we all know and adore. The cartoon became a global phenomenon, and their love for pizza was a huge part of that success. It was a simple addition that made them instantly more marketable and, frankly, more lovable. The impact was massive. It wasn't just a quirky character trait. It became a cultural touchstone. The Turtles' pizza mania perfectly coincided with the rise of pizza delivery chains across America. Seeing this incredible opportunity, major brands like Domino's and Pizza Hut jumped on the bandwagon, launching massive marketing campaigns centered around our favorite heroes in a half-shell. Remember the commercials, the action figures that came with your pizza? The Turtles were everywhere. Pizza Hut even sponsored the Coming Out of Their Shells musical tour in 1990, where the Turtles performed as a rock band. Yes, that was a real thing. Look it up. It's gloriously strange. This cross-promotion was a win-win. Pizza sales skyrocketed, and the Turtles became even more famous. They didn't just eat pizza, they sold pizza. They turned a simple food into an integral part of their multi-million-dollar brand. So, from a non-existent detail in a dark comic book to a global marketing powerhouse, the story of the Turtles and their pizza is a masterclass in building a beloved brand. It shows how a small, creative decision can have a ripple effect that shapes pop culture for decades. But the pizza plot twist is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to bizarre TMNT history. Let's talk about the turtle that time forgot. We all know Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo, the classic four. But for a brief, shining, and incredibly weird moment in the 90s, there were five. Let me introduce you to Venus de Milo. No, not the armless statue, a fifth, female Ninja Turtle. She made her debut in the 1997 live-action series, Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. Dressed in a cyan mask, she was a long-lost sister, separated at birth and raised in Shanghai by a shinobi magician. Yeah, a magician. Her backstory was already a little out there, and like the boys, who were named after Renaissance artists, she was named after a famous sculpture. Venus wasn't a weapons expert like her brothers. Instead, she was a master of mystical arts, using magic orbs to fight her enemies. The creators hoped a female turtle would attract a new audience and freshen up the franchise. It was a bold move, but one that fans, well, they did not like it at all. The core fanbase felt she disrupted the established dynamic of the four brothers. Her magical abilities felt out of place in the grounded, martial arts-focused world of the Turtles, and one of the creators, Peter Laird, famously despised the idea of a fifth turtle, especially a female one. The backlash was swift and severe. The Next Mutation only lasted for one season, and when it was cancelled, Venus de Milo was unceremoniously written out of existence. She was never mentioned again in any subsequent cartoon, movie, or comic book for decades. It was as if the creators and the fans made a pact to pretend she never happened. She became the ultimate piece of TMNT trivia. The forgotten sibling locked away in the franchise's attic. 4 years. She was a ghost. A what-if story whispered among die-hard fans. It's a fascinating example of how creators can sometimes misread their audience, and how fiercely protective fans can be of the characters they love. They tried to add a new ingredient to a beloved recipe, but it just didn't taste right to anyone. However, in a surprising twist worthy of the Turtles themselves, Venus de Milo finally made her official return in 2022 in the IDW comics. This new version has a completely different, and frankly much cooler, backstory. She's a Frankenstein-like creation, patched together from turtle parts, and struggles with her identity. This modern take has been received much more positively, giving the once-hated character a second chance at redemption. So, the next time you see the Ninja Turtles, remember the secrets they're hiding behind those masks. Remember that their pizza obsession was a brilliant marketing ploy, and that for a short time, they had a magical sister named Venus who the world tried to forget. It just goes to show that even after all these years, there are still so many radical stories to uncover from the sewers of New York City. Thanks for hanging out and diving deep into TMNT lore with me. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more pop culture deep dives. Let me know in the comments which turtle is your favorite, and if you even remember Venus. Until next time, stay radical.